let's be real. Fantastic Beasts 4 and 5 should just be a romantic comedy featuring Jacob and Queenie. Like, come on, that's all we can. No, who would have thought that the guy from freaking Balls of Fury and the freaking kooky uncle from the Goldbergs would be the best character in this entire franchise? Not me. Dan Fogler, you've earned it, man. You're a good actor. I can finally say legitimately. I like you. I always like... Yeah. Alright. All that being said, hi everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Hello. Thank you so much for watching Raise My Popcorn with Grant. We have to talk about a somewhat big movie, a somewhat anticipated movie today. This movie's and TV's video here, and that film is Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Fantastic Beasts, we're just going to call it from now on, we're going to call it Fantastic Beasts 3, huh? Alright. Fantastic Beasts 3, or Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, if you will, is directed by David Yates, who, outside of that brief single movie where Alexander Skarsgård played Tarzan, he has literally done nothing but Harry Potter movies. He entered this franchise with Order of the Phoenix, and continued with Half-Blood Prince in both Deathly Hallows and the previous two Fantastic Beasts films. And he's back for number 3 of apparently 5, if Miss Rowling has her way. We pick up relatively shortly after, I think, Secrets, or The Crimes of Grindelwald, which sucked balls. Let's just be real, that movie was really not good. I mean, there were things about it that worked, but I think I gave it a 3.5. I feel like that's a little generous. It sucks balls compared to Harry Potter, that's for damn sure. This is number 3, where we left it. Many, both friends and enemies, were joining the side of Grindelwald, played then by Johnny Depp, and previously, even before then, by Colin Farrell, who became Johnny Depp. This is a lot of cast in this. Who recruited all of them to his sort of evil group to commit mass genocide among the Muggles. And it was revealed that troubled Credence, played by troubled actor Ezra Miller, was actually related to Dumbledore, but we didn't know how. That's where we left the story. We pick it up now, I'm guessing maybe a year or two later. I think they said a year and a half in the movie, so I guess year and a half. I have not seen the movie since it first came out, so I'm not maybe the best judge. That was 4 years ago. But we pick it up. Grindelwald is amassing his army, and the great love of his life, former love of his life, who we will know to be the great Headmaster Albus Dumbledore, played here by Jude Law, is in a bit of a bind when we meet our characters again. He has made a blood pact of love with Grindelwald, involving a locket with their blood in it, which means that Dumbledore cannot stand against him, out of fear of death and injury for both of them. And neither can Grindelwald. So what he needs is a team. He also needs our plucky magizoologist Newt Scamander, played once again by Eddie Redmayne, because there's a very rare creature that has just been born called a Krillin, which decides magical elections. Just go with it. And Grindelwald wants to use it to basically charm the creature through very brutal means into declaring him worthy to be the leader to the eyes of the wizarding world and therefore gain supremacy. Dumbledore and Newt have to stop him, and they decide they can use the help of their friends, new and old, including a young witch played by Jessica Williams, Newt's brother, played by Callum Turner, and the lovable baker Muggle Jacob Kowalski, who gets a wand this time. He's played once again by the great by now Dan Fogler, who wants to go with him and also wants to win back his great love Queenie, who turned to the dark side in the previous film, played once again charmingly by Alison Siddall. But what is the secret of Dumbledore? The secret ties to how Credence is a Dumbledore, and it might turn the tide in the battle against Grindelwald. Let the magical mayhem begin and continue, as it were. Alright, so Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, that's a lot. Fantastic Beasts and Secrets of Dumbledore is... I guess you already know how I feel about number 2. Let me just say this, just to start this review. Fantastic Beasts and Secrets of Dumbledore is, like, a sprinting mile better than Crimes of Grindelwald. Absolutely. It's not as good as the first film, and it's not as good as any of the Harry Potter films. The first Fantastic Beasts film was kind of fun, because it didn't have all the... Mainly because it was standalone. It kind of didn't have all the real Harry Potter-y elements in it. Dumbledore didn't show up until part 2, I believe, so there really wasn't a lot of, like, time. The second one was an Easter egg movie. It was literally just... It was to this franchise what Iron Man 2 was to Iron Man. It was just basically a 2-hour trailer for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th Fantastic Beasts films. It just felt like it didn't really go anywhere. And where it did go, actually damaged the character development of the first movie. So the course is a little bit corrected here with number 3. I really do like the character of Newt Scamander, to a degree. I think, although what some people believe, and I kind of agree, that he's kind of works better as kind of a quirky side character than a lead, but whatever. Catherine Waterston gets nothing to do in this installment. But at the same time, I think that one of the things that I liked about the second movie was Jude Law as Dumbledore, and I think that kind of carries over here. He's great. His sort of battle, both externally and internally, but with Grindelwald, who this version is played by Mads Mikkelsen, is really good. I think that it's, despite all the bullshit around Johnny Depp, and somewhat unfair bullshit surrounding Johnny Depp to a degree, I think that Mikkelsen, was always going to be good in this part. Mikkelsen is a phenomenal actor. And that works. And again, Jacob and Queenie, who also don't have as much screen time together in this, but still kind of works. The biggest question I have that I think really I can criticize about part 3, because otherwise I did find it was kind of a lot of fun, is this. Without spoiling it, I guess minor spoiler. How are they going to do 2 more movies of this? And the reason I ask is, because now they've established this more complex plot from number 2. But by the end of this movie, with the exception of one big element, which is kind of the showdown between the main heroes and the bad guy, like the main event showdown, everybody's plot is kind of wrapped in this movie. It's kind of like, it's kind of over. Like, they're really going to spend 2 more movies, I'm guessing getting this to the point where it's going to end with the birth of Harry Potter, I assume. I mean, why else would they be doing it as a prequel? How? I don't see how that's possible. Unless the 5th movie is just an extended epilogue, because it just feels like they're kind of done. There's one plot thread that kind of needs to be resolved, and I don't feel like that's going to need to take 2 movies to do. I find that a little weird. But yeah, I liked it. Also, let's be real. Grindelwald, Donald Trump. Sorry. Sorry, I get a cough sometimes. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. And I honestly kind of appreciate it. I do think, though, it is a little batshit that, like, elections are decided by magical monsters. It's kind of a little weird. Like, a magical, like, doe dragon creatures. Like, it looks like kind of like a Bambi with scales. I'm like, really? It is pretty cute, though. It looks like my dog. But yeah, I don't see how they're going to switch this to 2 movies, you guys. I'm gonna go, because I'm invested. Like, I want to see where this leads, but, also, I guess I should address the elephant in the room. Yeah, Ezra Miller needs to be kind of out of movies for a while, if not ever. I think that after The Flash, we just need to say fully goodbye to Ezra Miller. Which is sad, because he was such a promising, really good actor, but he's really burned a lot of bridges. Or they, rather, have burned a lot of bridges, and I just feel like they're not going to redeem themselves. I don't know as much about this as I would like to know before I make any assumptions, but just from what I've seen, it really does feel like this doesn't really work. Also, J.K. Rowling, like, to be fair, I think her script was heavily rewritten by Steve Kloves, who wrote, I think, Sorcerer's Stone, which means that I think a lot of her material didn't really make the final film, but yeah. Oh, J.K. Rowling. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But yeah, despite that, I guess we should end it here. What am I gonna give this? Well, let's see. I should double check it because I rated all the Harry Potter movies and the Fantastic Beasts films on Letterboxd. So let me think. So I gave Fantastic Beasts 1 4.5 stars because I genuinely really liked that one. And then I think I gave all the Harry Potters 5 stars because I just think they're all great. And I gave Grimm's Green Roll 3.5, so I guess, or 3, maybe it should be 3. So I'll give this one 4 stars. 4 stars. This is a fun movie, and I think it is a little bit of a return to form for this very young franchise, but I just think that, I don't know how they're going to pull this off. And I also think some people are like, are they even going to make them? Because the other one made very little money. I'm like, yeah, they will. And the reason I say they will is that even if this movie makes about as much money as opening weekend of Battlefield Earth, WB wants to hold on to this property. They need this property. They're already going to splinter off DC into its own brand. Warner Brothers really needs, and even if it makes pennies in comparison to its, I think, like $200 million budget, they're going to make more because they want to hold on to the copyright to Harry Potter and the Wizarding stuff. So yeah, I think they will. And I'll be there to see it. Alright, moving on. So 4 out of 5 stars, close the book on it. Trailer trash. And go through a lot of these. The Unbreakable Weight of Massive Talent. Man, they're showing this trailer too much. I'm seeing it Thursday. Along with The Bad Guys. It's going to be a double feature. So, okay. Yeah, it looks good. We've been over it. DC League of Super Pets. Looks good. I guess it's moved to July now. Looks good. Elvis. Can't wait for it. Love Baz Luhrmann. Love Elvis Presley. It'll be great. Moving on. Jurassic World Dominion. Talked about it a bunch. Looks good. Lightyear. Talked about it. Ooh, that's another one I'm getting sick of. Looks good. Talked about it a bunch. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Looks good. We are seeing it on May 5th in IMAX 3D, which will be fun. Yeah. Bullet Train, already getting sick of this trailer. Looks good. Top Gun Maverick, getting sick of the trailer. Looks good. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. Okay. Although there were some graphics, but yeah, there was no scene. Alright. We will be back tomorrow for KGF Chapter 2, which is a new Indian film. We'll be seeing that tomorrow night. We will also have a review tomorrow or Saturday, I promise. I know I was exhausted yesterday, I couldn't get to it, but we are going to have a From the Vault review. It's only going to be a review because I've already seen the film relatively recently. I saw it at Sundance for Duel, D-U-A-L. And then we will also have reviews coming up next week of... we'll have reviews for The Bad Guys, and Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, Thursday night, relatively late Thursday night, maybe by the time you guys get both of them, early Friday morning. And then Friday night, we'll have a review next Friday of The Northman, and sometime that week we'll have a review of the Disney nature documentary film Polar Bear on Disney+. And then, yeah, more to come. That'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all, I appreciate you all. I love what class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, what that's supposed to do. Or so I've been told. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on Letterboxd.com at Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Think my opinion's good? You think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. I've been getting some comments from you guys pretty regularly. Just about all of them positive, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. It really is, I love hearing your thoughts about it. That's why we're here. So yeah, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. Expelliarmus! Lavate las manos! Lavate las manos! Alright. See you later, guys. Take care.